पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you. You may please take your seat.
Back on 2014, 2015, I was working on a project of growth enrollment ratio in the Northeast region, and I had the opportunity to travel across Northeast. And after the completion of that project, I have learned some critical issues which the students community of Northeast face. And one of the major issues was that the experienced community of Northeast does not get the educational information in time. Like there are 50 plus central universities, but our Northeast students only apply, most of them apply in BU, JNU, Hyderabad University, NEHU, almost 40 plus central universities they don't apply. Now the reason behind they don't apply is not because they don't want to or they are not interested. The fact is they don't even know when the application get released and the deadlines get over. And simultaneously for other educational like assistance, like scholarships, research projects, everyone in Northeast just like post-matric. But apart from post-matric, there are Isanudai scholarship, PG single girls child scholarship, minority effort scholarship. There are various scholarships which our students community are not aware of. So I felt there is a big gap in this region, and therefore on 2018 I launched My Notice app, and this was officially inaugurated by the former Honorable Governor late Sri P.B. Acharya ji. He is no more with us today. However, this app bridges the gap of educational information to the entire Northeast community for 2 years, but because of COVID, we had to pause the operation as it required a big content team. Then on 2021, after founding a university by me and my wife, we realized that there is a pressing need of integrated technology in the civil service learning, because without bringing or leveraging technology, we cannot provide quality civil service institution. Then on 2021, we have launched the University Learning app, and Honorable Minister of Education has launched it, at his residence, So this is how my journey has begun, and over the past 4 years, university has been able to serve a growing community of aspirants both in Kohima and in Dimapur. And today, I stand before you and I want to bring you a comprehensive data and research work that each year 20,000 plus aspirants appear for NPSC examination, and almost around 50,000 people appear for the NSSB. However, only 20% of them are able to take the coaching, while remaining 80% rely on self-study. They are dedicated and they want to study at home or doing, the self-study. But the problem here is, for the examination like NPSC and NSSB, the resources are scattered. The scattered resource materials, not high quality standard materials specifically curated for the NPSC or the NSSB is available in the market. Not the exam perspective content. Most of the contents are driven toward the UPSC. And in that way, the aspirants, even though they want to do the self-study at home, whether it is for the NPSC or the NSSB, they are not able to pick the right content according to their competitive exam, because most of the contents are driven toward the UPSC. Therefore, Team University has developed 2 digital learning platforms which shall be unveiled in a while. And this 2 digital learning platform has particularly launched to cater to provide exclusive contents for NPSC and NSSB, structured, comprehensive study materials, notes, test series, and all the value addition that is required for an aspirant to success in the competitive examination. University vision is to create an atmosphere where learning is engaging and accessible. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Nagaland's first dedicated civil service library and the study space, along with 2 digital learning platforms dedicated for NPSC and NSSB preparation. Thank you.
I think it is going to be one of the best coaching centers for the future of our people here in Nagaland. Now, taking this platform, I want to send across this very clear thing to our people. See, there are approximately not less than 30,000 students graduating in higher education of Nagaland. It may be more than that, but 30,000 is the minimum. Because many students are there outside Nagaland also who are doing their undergrad studies. Now, out of 30,000 plus students, almost 99% want a job without going through exams. They want to use their political relation. तार मैं लगा बच्चा की ही काम नौकरी दी थी इतो इन्हें तो खानदान सो पूछ दी then also they lie election time they cheat us they betray us but that's not the way a people, a nation goes. Then today's Nagaland, after 62 years of statehood, in the Northeast, we are the eldest that has come out of the state of Assam to be a state under a political agreement. And in 60 years, what have we upgraded ourselves to? I'm really thankful to the NSF, ENSF, and the student organizations also. In their far-sighted vision, they fought with all of us and brought in more strength to NPSC, more strength by the formation in the government for NSSB. Today, the meritorious students who aspire will become government officials and ministerial staff. And that is how good governance and knowledgeable people will work to make sure that the government is in good governance. What about the rest of the people? More than 30,000 people passing out as graduates every year. What do? The problem that today's Nagaland is facing is, according to statistics, we are one of the most literate states in the country. Statistics of population ratio. We have approximately 20-21 lakh population. Assam has 4.5 crore population. UP is a nation by itself, Uttar Pradesh. According to that, Nagas are quite literate. We compete with Kerala, Mizoram, Nagaland, like that, up, down. But being a literate state, why are we having so many social evils? Being a literate state, why is our people not willing to work hard? Being a literate state, how do you, in your pursuit of excellence in education, not learn the basic disciplines of being one with each other, of helping each other, of building each other? It's a very surprising factor that only, I think, a lot of researchers need to put their mind together on why Nagaland's people, including me and you, are on the verge of failure. Why a literate state is always fighting for tribalism? No tribe is greater than the other tribe. Why a literate state wants to have so many syndicates and unions? Because they want to have some importance. I know, especially in Dimapur, roadside union also there, Nala side union also, colony union, ward union. Municipal election has happened, so ward have to disappear. They are not willing. We create more and more trouble for ourselves. My dear young friends, we have to believe in something that is beyond us. And especially for the citizens of Nagaland, we believe in a living God. We are all weak. I will not take your role, Pastor, but I'm just sharing. Servant of God, they sacrifice their heart by their intercession and by their prayers for us, by preaching the word of God, not for the sake of posterity, but for the sake that we may be vindicated by it and we come before Him to seek His blessings. But we as a people, somewhere, we have lost. I'll come to your university. I'll take 10 more minutes extra. Please. A people without agenda. A people with issues here. We dig out the small issues, forgetting that it is part and parcel of a journey, and we make our issues into agendas and forget the agenda of being successful people. And success is not measured only by the amount of money you have, or by the car you travel in, or by the building you live in, or by the kind of bed you sleep. Success is measured by you being a supplement for the growth, progress, and happiness towards mitigating solutions for your neighborhood, for your family, for your community, for your citizens, for your government and for all. Yesterday morning, usually when I go to the washroom in the morning, I take a newspaper or mobile phone. Because that's the best part to go through my reels and everything also. It gives a good experience. I took Nagaland Post inside. Believe me, it was not a good experience. First page of Nagaland Post, they're doing a great job. But 80% of the news in the first page, ultimatum. 15 days ultimatum. Now, we are so wonderful people. Then agitation, all the things that is not good for our community. Only on the last paragraph was the White Owl Literary Festival conclusion, which was one of the best things that could ever happen in Nagaland with regards to literature, books. People, all walks of the best in the country came there. Naga youngsters need to discuss and discourse, about so many things. That was in the last line. I'm not blaming the newspaper, okay? I'm just saying news is about everything. But news is covered by 70 to 80% of negativity. And honestly, I want to appeal to all the media and news. And let us try to, bring out the good things in Nagaland among the Nagas so that people in the morning read good news. Because we are showing to the rest of the country and the world what we are not. What we are not. Nagas are good people. Proud people, but good people. Nagas are honest people. Little bit of we politicians wrong, everyone is not wrong. Nagas have the capacity to do well. But everywhere when it's shown, the rest of the country thinks Nagas are chaotic people. Nagas keep on fighting. अरे ट्राइबल है ये लोग तो लड़ते रहेंगे. There are ways and means of resolving issues by discussion, by discoursing, by reaching out in the way and manner as a literate people, by reaching out to each other and working towards each other so that problems can be solved. Not that one letter is sent, 15 दिन দিয়ে হওয়া নাই বলে তো রাস্তা বন্ধ করে দিব. And who are these people who write? 15 days দিয়ে হওয়া নাই বলে we'll take our own course of action and you will be responsible. You will take your course of action. Who? You are going to be responsible for the wrong thing that you do. Why should the government be responsible? Why should the community be responsible? If I do wrong, I am responsible for that, not you all. If I steal scholarship from students, I am going to be responsible for that, not students. We have to own up to responsibility and be patient, steady, and work hard. We do wrong, we are aggressive, we want to blame others for our mistakes. My dear young friends, We dream and aspire for a strong Nagaland, for a very prosperous Nagaland, for a Nagaland that is inclusive, not only for Nagas but for the non-Nagas who are living with us, not illegal immigrants, but for people who work with us, who want to build us, and we will also build them and make Nagaland into a God-fearing Nagaland. I'm very thankful to the university for such an effort here in Dimapur. Dimapur is the boiling pot of the Naga people and of the spirit of the state of Nagaland. And I'm very glad that in first year itself, 8-9 of them had become officers in the government. I pray that even in the years to come, a university will be able to take our people and churn them out to be morally disciplined, at the same time aspirational people. Aspirations don't die. Ambitions die. And I hope that we all should aspire for each other. If you aspire for your community, if you aspire for your people, automatically you will reach the ambition which God has planned for you. But if you have only ambition for yourself and doesn't aspire for your people, then it will not be the right ambition that you will have. I challenge all of you to work hard, study hard. Now is the time to do well. Gorde buigena graduate laga certificate, postgraduate laga certificate thakigena abuna NPSC pass nohobudo. Maybe 1 in 1,000. And by the way, everything is not corrupted in the government. Please. And believe me, election time te puisa nakabe nonubi, you will get zero corruption in the government. I'm telling the truth. How do you think the politician can spend 20-30 crores in the election? Your vote is your right, then go and do it rightly. Harabe na mangibi. But we don't do that. And unfortunately, government doesn't give us printing press to print money. It's not the truth. My dear young friends, it is us that have to change, not others. And it is us who have to be hardworking people. Whether you pass NSSB or NPSC or UPSC, if your mindset is not upgraded to be aspirational people, then we cannot do it. We need lesser unions in Nagaland. More hardworking people we need. We need lesser associations. More community we need. The byproduct of Nagaland's today was actually done with a lot of aspirations. Our leaders of the past, they were genuinely good people. They aspired when they fought for our statehood, or maybe even the Naga political issue. They aspired. But Now, to this young generation like us, it is left. Unfortunately, we have stopped aspiring. We are narrowing down day by day, day by day, day by day. A day is coming very soon where our narrowness will kill each other. No? We started speaking of a Nagaland, of a Naga community that was beyond borders, beyond the border of India also, in Burma, Arunachal, Assam, Manipur, Nagas should become one. Today, within our border, some people want to live separately. Some people have different political agenda. Some people are coerced to have different agenda. That is not the dream that we had. And that is not the dream that we have also. We are one people, we should live as one people. We should work for each other. We should build each other. And until and unless our government officers, bureaucrats, are from you all, mitigating and understanding our people, we will still be dependent on good people who may not have the right knowledge about us. I'm telling you the truth. So many graduates and postgraduates, why don't you give UPSC also? Why don't we have central service officers? So minimal, few of them only. I pray that Nagaland should be the center where our literate population should be in every central service of this country. Whether it is Indian Foreign Service or Indian Administrative Service or other allied services of the Government of India. Then the rest of our country will know the importance of the Naga people.